Just want to show you what I'm doing here. So I got these little pot holders. I can hang it with string here or here, or I can just turn it like this and hang the pot here. Let me just show you something. So see, I can pick this up right here, like this. See? Now, if I go the other way and suspend the string on the top, then I just can hang it like that. That's not what I'm really wanting to show you right now, but I cut off there a second. And I just use my 511 to hone it out, and then I actually take a chainsaw drill or file to get the notch in there so it hangs real nice. But and then I put linseed oil. Now you can see how I put the notch in. You do want the notch to go down the sides, that way your pot won't slide off. If you don't have that, if you just have the notch on the top, it could fall right off. So you kind of slide it down. But yeah, I got it notch out and I use that. So just letting you know. That's what I'm doing here. A little rough, but yeah, this works really good. I'll show you in a minute. I know I look a little funky here. Why do I wear, this is a wool hat. This is, I use it for some mountain man events. It's chilly down here, so that's what I'm doing. So I usually put my gloves on, like it slip. Should have my glasses on just to see what I'm doing. But yes, I go up on here. And I turn this over, and this just cuts this out real nice. It'll really cut out, but works pretty well. But it's hard for you to see, but you get the main idea. So just want to get a good profile here. This side's not too bad. Leave that like that. This side I have to dig out a little more, but a little tricky. I want to keep a point on there. Good. It looks like it's kind of narrow, but really, it's real strong. And this is the second part, so when I hang it, I go like this, then I can raise it up, go like this, or just hang it like this and put the pot here. But so now I'm going to use the Mora, but that big one really works very well. So, and the saw mark in the line is in there. We made the X. Kind of want to go underneath the point a little bit. It's kind of narrow here, small piece of wood, but it'll work. I'm not going to show you now, but if you don't have the sides down good and this goes like this, that pot can fall right off. But so I have it undermined a bit on one side. Do it over here too on this one. And I'm going to take that file, work it out. This top one's actually, look, there was a knot on it, so I was a little nervous about it. But try whatever knife you have. That big heavy knife just really happened to work out well. I find using the saw in the beginning just makes it easier. Once you put the saw marks in there, right, you can use a Swiss Army knife too. So, but this is pretty good. And I'm going to put some linseed oil on it too, like I did. Actually, I did this one. There's another one I did. You can, if you can see it a little better. You see? Yeah. That's all notched out. It'll be pretty good. So, and I got linseed oil on it. That'll harden it up a little bit, protect it a little bit. But yeah, so now I'm just going to run the file on here. This is a little more narrow than I want this one, so a little tricky. I'm going to run the file on an angle, both sides. One side I notched out pretty good. I just wanted to basically show you that that big heavy knife works. It doesn't have to be a little small little bushcraft knife. Sometimes the heavy knives work pretty good. Yeah, this will be fine. I'll dig it out a little bit. Let me see how the upper or the bottom one here is. This little piece of wood should have been just a little thicker so I can dig down on there. Get underneath. Get a better hook. Like that, this piece there. It's just, it's ideal. Just throw them in your kit. If you're sitting around a fire, you can make them too, but little Swiss Army knife, or I like the little Japanese saws for here. And a pinch dual purpose, you use them as a tent peg if you have. Excuse me. Now, most of the pots I have are, just as a thin handle. If you need a bigger pot, then you go hook on this end. It has a big heavy handle or something. Use that end, hang it off here on some bank line or something. And what I'll do is I'll just touch this up and then I'll put some linseed oil on it. So you can see that's a little better now. I don't know if you can see it. You want a more decent hook on it. This one's actually not too bad, you see that. But it's funky, but it's still real strong. But I just wanted to show you this heavy knife. Get a blade on that. That you can do, and it works very fine, and it takes a good edge. And yeah, not bad. Just touch it up with your little pocket knife or Mora or whatever, and get the marker off it. Doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to work. So I go over to that little pot I just showed you and I hang it and test it. Make sure it's okay. I'll put linseed oil on here. I do chamfer the edges. It's not a peg, but you never know. But now if you got a nice green piece of wood, you're out camping, that's fine. Even better. But I think this will be good enough. Although I would like this to get a little deeper on this end here. Just have to be careful when you're digging it out. You could break the end. Well, that's just something I'm doing because I have a camp out coming up. We're gonna have some pots over the fire. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. There's just a couple more over here. I'll show you. Much bigger one. This just has one hook on it. You can see it in there. But it's very strong, very big. And this one just has one hook on it too. But yeah. And this looks kind of weak, but it's actually pretty strong. I have linseed oil on this already too. But so that's what's going on. Put some of these back. Use this as like a guide. I like this one. I suppose I could put another one on here. I don't think I am though. But if you have a nice long stick, you can put several marks on there. And you could, you know, have a lot of height variations. So, yeah, that's it. There's still a little bit of linseed oil on there, but that's fine. So there you go. Heavy knife and a little Mora 511. Use a pocket knife. I use this. I recommend using a saw. It's a lot easier. Just psst, psst, and it's fine. But this works fine. So got that done because I need them. I might trade a couple of them over the fire, put it on a trade blanket, just trade a couple of them. And we're gonna use some too, so we're gonna have wood and irons. But yeah, I gotta sharpen this up. My little Thunder Crow sheet there from Creek Stewart. Excellent. It fits all kinds of knives. It was made for this. Fits all the Moras just about, and it fits this heavy knife too, so it's really good. And let me put my glasses on while I'm doing it. And it's made by Shankle Homestead Leatherworks. Excellent. And I put some Murphy's beeswax on it. But there you go. Get hold of any kind of knife. So I do recommend getting that too. So it's Quiniesimo Ferro Rod, peace, freedom, keep your eyes to sky. You're gonna be fine.